feeling groovy. And you're just like white people, right?
I am just like white people.
I read it right, right?
I'm the same as white people.
Just like the white people.
I'm just
George,
like
I
the white
mess up
people.
now.
Hello, Internet. Welcome back to JamsCast. I'm Jyesh.
I'm K-Hi.
And today we're joined by...
Miguel.
Yeah, welcome back, Miguel. How are you, Miguel?
I'm great. Hello, Mr. Jams.
Yes.
Mr. Hi.
Mr. Hi.
It is a pleasure to see you, Mr. Gell.
Mr. Gel.
Yes.
Or
Can I...
as some people say, Mr.
Mr.
Girl.
Me. I'm a girl, exactly.
Girl.
Miguel, can I get a little fit check from you? Because you're fitted out today. I like it.
You want to know how expensive all this shit was?
Hell yeah! Break it down. Break it. Shit.
500. Look at the watch.
wrist.
All right, it's shining. It's 600. I'm not even kidding about that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Really?
It has a little mustache on
Look
it.
at this shit. Look at the fish.
Oh, that's
fish.
some cool fish. That's some cool fish.
700.
She's not even. She's fully dressed. Also,
chain.
Rip.
Chain was like $20 on Amazon.
Okay. Can we see the shirt too?
Sure.
Yeah, then take off the shirt. I got death stare there. They did not find that joke funny.
I didn't intentionally death stare. If that's who.
We got an anime girl.
Hell yeah!
That's the thumbnail. Forget what you took a picture of before. That's the thumbnail.
She's got a guitar, bro. She's an artist, all right?
Now we're talking.
She's got a guitar. I play guitar. We're guitarists.
Whoa!
A lot of ist here.
Right, a lot of goodists. Okay, so what have y'all been listening to lately?
You know what I've been listening to.
Do I?
Yes.
Well, what have you been listening to? No, okay. Well, tell the people.
I'm getting more into metal right now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I thought you were joking. Do you actually not remember?
I completely forgot the conversation we had 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It was literally 10 minutes ago.
It was literally 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly, I guess it's pretty basic because it's just like System of a Down right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get into like classics. I'm pretty sure last time I was on the podcast, I was saying I was trying to get into metal. And I was like looking at the classic, but then some of the classics are just like weird.
Was it because of Bocchi the Rock?
I mean, she's like rock. It's not metal.
Which anime was metal?
A lot of them use metal, like the Death Note had like the second opening is metal.
I love that.
They do have some really good metal.
I'm trying to like it's in English actually. Part of it.
It goes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right, you watched.
I watched Death Note. This is one that we've all watched. Actually,
it's actually pretty funny.
One of the rare anime that we've all watched.
Yeah, because the first intro I actually didn't really like too much of Death Note. I mean, it was cool.
I don't really. I feel like it was pretty classic.
It's so good.
Maybe I need to see it again.
Fucking one when they're on the Twin Towers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like on the tower.
Yes,
man. Twin Towers.
Anything can happen.
Worst thing Light ever did. Damn it. That's when you have to cut.
So yeah, it's metal. I've been trying to get into it. I looked into like regular metal, and then I looked into like J metal. And it's pretty cool. A lot of them are just like anime songs though.
Well, K-Hi, what have you been listening to?
Madonna. Which we had a conversation about where I learned new things about Madonna I didn't like.
Yeah, it's like your favorite artist now.
Yeah,
right?
you're like the biggest Madonna fan, right?
No, but I was listening to Like a Prayer because I've been listening to that since Deadpool. That was so good in that movie, and just so good in general. It's a great running song, and I've been running again recently. I finally did 4 miles at the track.
Yeah, the weather's been going pretty well.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Like in.
I swear. Oh,
No, go ahead.
I swear, like the weather was finally getting springtime weather when we were like leaving.
Yes.
And then when we got back, it was like cold as hell. Oh yeah, we went to like a snowboarding trip.
We went
Yeah.
to the snow land.
We skied and snowboarded. It was
We
really
skied.
fun. Yeah, we all did snow tubing too. And
that was crazy.
I'm still feeling
It was like-
painful. Yeah. So, what were you? You were listening to Madonna.
Oh, I was listening to Madonna, and I mentioned I've actually been getting back into running, which changes a lot of what I listen to because the songs I listen to suddenly, instead of just being something that feels good, like in a car, which is oftentimes what I listen to, I need it to be something that encourages me to move. And Madonna, I feel like I'm It's like a prayer.
Yeah.
And
Can I give a quick little spiel about Madonna too?
is it about the sex thing?
No, it's not. It wasn't going to be about the sex.
Because I didn't realize it was about sex the first time I heard the song.
Yeah, no. Regardless of,
thought
some
it
of
could have
Madonna's controversial behaviors and all that sort of stuff, I think it's really important to emphasize that like she was one of the most influential musicians of all time. Like she set the trends for Lady Gaga, Chappell Roan,
I don't even
Christina
know.
Aguilera, like all these like pop idol women, Britney Spears,
Who came first, her or Beyonce?
Madonna by a lot.
Okay,
Madonna was at one point like the biggest artist in the world.
Yeah, I just saw her interview on Letterman, where she's just like insulting him.
Yeah.
It's,
I
like,
also think
very-
that Madonna did a lot to sort of open the door for like women to be expressive
I've
with
gone on that.
sexuality in their music.
when people reference female musicians, they tend to reference Madonna.
Yes.
For in comparison.
Yes. And to be fair, her catalog of music still does like mostly stand
Any-
the test of time to this day in
any-
terms of like quality of music.
And you'd recommend other than that one from the movie that I keep re-listening to?
Right. Well, Like a Virgin is a classic one. I think that the one that's probably stood the test of time best is actually Vogue. Vogue. Particularly with the queer community. Because, like, have you heard of voguing? It's like a whole style of dancing.
No, what's voguing?
We're three very straight men, so this is not gonna.
I thought,
I'm not the best person to talk
pretty sure
about it.
it's like a magazine.
No, it's a
It is
little
a
more
magazine.
complicated. It's like there's this whole
I think
style
it is a
of dance-
magazine.
There's this whole style of dance called voguing that's like very popular in the queer community. It originated from the song Vogue, and
Really?
yes.
That's sick.
So Madonna has also done a lot for queer people. In
Is she
terms
a
of-
member of that?
I'm not too sure, but I know she's like very welcoming to them and very open to them.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I don't know anything about Madonna. I thought she was just this like lady
Yeah, I'm
that.
trying to educate.
Did you see the Letterman interview?
Yes.
Did you see it?
I don't know who that is.
You
I
should
don't see-
Madonna doesn't watch like
I don't see
talk
interviews.
shows and shit.
I don't see
yeah.
anything.
Well, she kills a talk show host on live TV.
Oh, like
it's
Joker.
the Joker. It actually has a lot of Joker vibes.
I
in
could
it.
kind of get that.
And I actually looked that up because of a movie I know you like, which is
Sound voice.
no.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
No,
What was it called? It was the one Late Night with the Devil,
I do like that movie.
and they
actually.
parody that interview in a supercut, kind of in the beginning.
Okay, yeah. So okay, I agree. I think that that there's some crazy interviews with her out there. She's also just said some out of pocket things. Look up her quote on Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen if you're ever curious.
There's so much, I'm going to shut the hell up
There's
about
so
her
much
now because
lore.
there's so much lore I need to know.
I'm not the most qualified to talk about this. My qualification is that I have sisters that were born in the 90s, really. So that's all I got. I have a couple of things I want to share too. You touched on this, but I recently watched the movie A Silent Voice.
Yes.
And the soundtrack to that movie
oh my god, the soundtrack
is
to Silent Voice so
incredible.
good.
Incredible.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it last time.
You
We
did.
were talking
You
about
did.
the soundtrack.
Because we were
It's so
talking about your
good.
name, and your
Yeah.
name has a great soundtrack, but it's very different because your name.
No, because your name is like Radwimps, and
Yes.
Radwimps was like the best part of your name.
Yes.
and it's really good. But they use like the sound in your name
Mhm.
as like montage moments.
Yes.
But
Your,
like
in
the,
your name, it's
it's
not diegetic. It's this like moment to take you out of the experience, and it's like you're suddenly in a
That's
music
when
video.
that's when they like start to flex their like animation.
Literally, yes. But then in A Silent Voice, it's always to complement the scene. And it's always
so
this
good.
like ambience, but dark, but also like
good.
dreamy and it's like sultry music.
Lit is my favorite one from the soundtrack. It's so good.
Yes. I cannot recommend that movie enough, by the way. A Silent Voice is genuinely like one of my favorite movies that I've ever seen.
It's so fucking amazing. I wish they didn't take it off of Netflix, and I
Yeah.
gotta rewatch it.
Where's it now?
I don't know, just pirate.
Yeah, it's
scenes.
around.
Is it on Crunchyroll?
It is on Crunchyroll.
Probably.
You can watch it on Crunchyroll.
I only had Crunchyroll because someone I knew accidentally forgot to cancel Crunchyroll.
Okay.
And then And then it was just, we have it. And then like, we can cancel this now. And I'm like, because I can't justify. I'd only watch like Dragon Ball on it. And then like, even then I only watched 2 episodes of that so far.
Yeah.
Of Daima. I stand everything else. I just haven't gone into Daima yet.
A couple other things that I want to talk about. We mentioned that we were on this car ride to up north to go skiing and snowboarding. And one of the people in our car specifically was like really into R&B. And that got me back into like an R&B mood. So I've been listening to a lot of Leon Thomas and Daniel Caesar. Leon Thomas played Andre in Victorious. And
right.
his music is incredible. He's now a Grammy Award-winning musician for Snooze by SZA. And his solo music has been so good. He performed it on NPR for their Tiny Desk concert. It's easily one of my favorite Tiny Desk concerts that I've ever seen. And he's just a good performer. He's a good producer. He's a good vocalist. He's just this like really passionate guy who cares about the music, and that comes through. So big Leon Thomas fan. Daniel Caesar. Have either of you heard of Daniel Caesar?
I mean, no, I don't listen to R&B or
Okay, that's fair.
He got stabbed a bunch, right? By like the people
definitely,
he trusted.
definitely. Yeah.
And then like his friend made a speech.
Right, and then he was like, et tu, Brutus. Yeah.
The fall of the Roman Empire. I mean, it takes me back.
Yeah. Well, okay. Daniel Caesar is an R&B musician. Have you ever heard of the song Best Part? That's probably his most well-known one. Also Get You is another well-known. I'll sing a little bit. So Get You is like, ooh, who would have thought I'd get you? And then Best Part is like, you don't know, babe, when you it's the sweetest thing. No, neither of you heard this.
No, it's not my genre.
That's fair. Daniel Caesar has one of the best voices I've ever heard. Like, it's incredible in recordings. It's incredible in live music. It's this very, very raspy voice that's like deep, but he's got an incredible vocal range. And he does all sorts of genres too. Like he appeared on Peaches by Justin Bieber. He's the other guy singing.
I thought you meant like by Bowser.
We've had this conversation actually.
We've had that exact conversation. Yes. No, Peaches by Justin Bieber. The one that's like, I got my peaches out in Georgia. Oh, yeah,
I like
Justin Bieber says I have my peaches out in Georgia.
Yes, but that's besides the
point. That ties into the other thing we were talking about before the podcast.
What other thing that we were talking about? Oh, I guess so.
It doesn't really.
Anyway,
the only Justin Bieber song I like is I forgot it.
I actually think Justin Bieber's music has aged pretty well. Honestly, like when "Baby" comes on at a party, I get kind of excited.
It's hype.
Yeah, and then
Justin Bieber's iconic.
"Beauty and the Beast."
Didn't you do "Kiss"?
"Love Yourself."
Did he do something?
Oh, I think it's that one. I think that's like my favorite one. Like
the
only one I really like. Yeah.
Didn't he do a cover?
You know Ed Sheeran wrote that song?
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Didn't he do a cover of "Kiss Me" by the Cardigans? Kiss me, kiss me.
And that's not what the song is called either.
What's it called?
That's called "Love Fool."
Love Fool. Yeah. Didn't he do it?
He interpolated it. It's not a cover.
Okay.
It's not a cover.
I was singing that in college, and someone was like, "Oh my god, you listen to Justin Bieber?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
That was back when people were like, "Ew, Justin Bieber."
Now everyone's like, "Listen, man, I'll have Justin Bieber."
Yeah, now everybody's got the yummy. You know, that was the worst joke I've ever made.
Is that a Justin Bieber joke?
Justin Bieber reference. Oh my god!
Oh my god, Justin Bieber reference.
Algorithm.
Anyway, that was all for this Let's Talk Music segment. So I would next like to propose a music fight to each of you. Okay. I'd like you to pick an MVP in the music world from the last 5 years.
Like artists?
Artists.
You know,
from 2020 onwards. Like, who do you think is the MVP in music?
They didn't have to start. Like, they didn't have to start within the last 5 years, did they?
How they've performed in the last 5 years.
Oh, golly gosh darn it. Okay.
Yeah,
not excluding Kendrick or something.
Well, no, he could be that.
I feel like the first one to go is going to scoop Kendrick.
I mean, okay.
Should we take
Which
Kendrick?
one of you wants to take Kendrick?
Why don't we
I don't need Kendrick.
Three-way rock, paper?
You guys could rock, paper,
It's just I don't know. You know, I don't know artists.
Neither of you do, but that's what makes it interesting. I want to know your actual opinions.
You want Kendrick?
Yeah, don't you want Kendrick?
I don't know. I want to try to think of something else.
You know, I'll think of something else. I'll do it someone else. No. Billie Eilish.
I think those are the top two.
Should have done the rock, paper, scissors. Miguel.
Okay.
Shut up.
Look, okay. One of you talk about Billie Eilish. One of you talk about Kendrick.
Well, I'm going to talk about Billie Eilish.
What do you know about Billie?
Because the song from the Barbie movie that I listened to on this podcast, and I fell in love with
My sister's a huge Billie fan.
Yes.
And she's the bad guy, and it was such a good song that they made a bunch of a movie. I think it was Illumination made a movie with a bunch of furries about it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give the Billie Eilish lore because you don't know the Billie Eilish.
She's a woman.
Billie Eilish started making
90%
music.
sure.
Billie Eilish started making music when she was like 14. And she did it with her brother, right? Yeah, her and her brother had made music together their whole careers. They toured together, they performed together, they produced together. And her growth as an artist in the last 5 years in particular has been incredible because she went from When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, which is where Bad Guy came, bunch of very like ominous and dark sounds where she really got experimental with her style. And then there was Happier Than Ever, which was her kind of coming into her own and being a little more confident. And now her most recent project is actually my favorite project. But we also skipped her getting an Oscar and a Grammy for what's it called? For
Barbie
what
song.
Was I Made For? Yes. I think she's an easy choice for the MVP, if not Kendrick Lamar. The two of them have had incredible runs, and Billie Eilish is incredible. We all love Billie Eilish.
I also have to be honest, I mixed up music fights with the draft that we do.
Right.
I thought we were going to have a lot to talk about. Otherwise, I would have talked about someone I know how to talk about. But
no, and that's fine.
She's fantastic.
Yes.
She's wonderful. I wouldn't recognize her if I saw her on the street because I don't even know what she looks like.
That's really funny.
That's how little I know.
But you pulled that. That was a really good pick.
It's like Billie Eilish. Is that Billie with a Y or an IE? I don't know.
All right, Billie Eilish. What's your pick? Are you going to take Kendrick or no?
No, it's too basic.
Okay. We've talked about Kendrick a lot on this podcast.
Yeah, we're the Kendrick Glazers.
We really are, but at the same time, it's kind of fair.
I mean, it's just true.
Yeah. I'm going to pick someone else, actually.
Go ahead.
I think SZA is another MVP of the last 5 years. Starting in 2022 in particular, but you could even go back to 2020. She's had some massive features. She's appeared on songs with artists from all sorts of genres, including Kendrick Lamar, including Drake, including there's one in particular, Doja Cat with Kiss Me More, which is one of my favorite songs of hers. SZA has just been growing and growing as an artist. She's finding her confidence. She's finding her niche. She's dominating R&B right now. There is no bigger women in R&B than SZA right now. And she is this incredible musician who has like really deep and really introspective lyrics, but also some really inventive chord progressions and inventive melodies as well.
I have a bad question.
And that's okay. This is a safe zone.
What does R&B stand for?
Rhythm and blues.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about R&B. I mean, I like it in a group setting because it is a good mood pacer set.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't listen to it alone.
No, then that's totally understandable. I think that it's super chill by definition. Yeah. And that is not for everyone. Not everyone likes.
I'm a panicky guy.
Yeah.
That would like calm me down, yeah? R&B?
Yeah, it would. You might like R&B.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Then I get sad.
We'll talk.
It's just like if you're like at a group setting, it's like, what do we put on? It's like,
and someone puts on R&B. It's suddenly like a lot calmer.
It's just like nobody's really going to complain about.
No, you're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah.
Is it? I don't mean to demean it, but like, is it fair to call it background kind of music?
No, I don't think that's fair. I think that a big staple of it, right, is the rhythm. Right there's always like this like mobile bass and drum beat too, right? Like the whole point is the groove. The groove is slower, but it also like is groovy. Like it's music that's meant to make you move, just not like meant to make you like explode, right?
Okay, maybe I gotta check.
It's this
some
very
of this
like
out.
sensual experience, usually.
Sensual meaning just sexual.
It can be sexual, but
Is that song that goes do 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 do? Would that count? Would it count? I need to know.
What's that one?
he's talking about that one. I don't know if I'd count that.
About the what?
Have you? Hold on.
You're right.
Hold on.
Might get
No. Miguel might not know the lore.
No, we talked about it to death.
The Reddit post where
Yeah,
someone.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're talking about that.
That's what we're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, it goes hard.
It goes hard. I don't know if I'd classify it as R&B, because I don't think there's a complicated.
But
bass.
SZA did make that song.
Oh, definitely. Okay, Miguel.
I'm gonna go Japanese.
Oh, go Japanese. Go Japanese.
because I want to be able to talk.
Could
a lot
you
about
guess it based on the outfit?
I've talked about her before. I mean, I had two options, but I'm gonna just choose the one I could talk more about. I've talked about her before. It's Ado, right?
Who's Ado?
Ado, she's like this Japanese singer who has like an amazing vocal range where she's able to like sing beautifully. She's able to like rap a little, and she's so good at screaming, like scream singing.
Ooh.
It's fucking amazing.
Can you send me a song where she scream sings? Because
You got like her song. The song that like blew her up was Usewa, and it's like it's a song about like being so fed up with like, especially like in Japanese culture, like with just like being told what to do and like being, because usewa, it means like shut up, basically like shut the hell up. Especially how it's like, it's a more nuanced way of saying just shut the fuck up.
That's so good.
And it's a song about telling like people like just shut up, like stop like controlling me, stop telling me what to do. And that's like really what like launched her into like popularity. But since that, she's done so much. She's done a bunch of, I think, 2 tours now, including the US. She's done around the world, I think, twice. And
she's done a cover of Around the World, or she's gone around the world?
She's performed world tours like twice, I think. And I really wanted to go to her concert also. I was this close to buying tickets, but they're like insane. She's done a few anime openings, and she's collabed with a bunch of like other
VTubers.
She collabed with Miku.
Oh,
and she collabed with Imagine Dragons.
No shit.
Funny.
Yeah, you like Imagine Dragons?
I love them. Wait. I said I love Magic Dragons, but I think we had this conversation where I said the fire and the flame.
Wait,
No,
but
but you
you
do.
like Imagine, right?
I think I like. What do they do?
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
Nice. I saw it and I was like, yes. Well, okay. I think that was a fantastic pick.
Yeah, I mean, she's amazing. I'll definitely send you some songs, and she's like amazing vocal range.
I would love to listen. So let's talk about some other picks that I think could have been in this conversation.
We'll go Japanese again.
Okay, we mentioned Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I think Dua Lipa has a good case. She's had like a very prolific run in the pop space. Charlie XCX, in particular with Brat. Taylor Swift and Beyonce are like the easy pop ones to mention. If Sabrina Carpenter was around for longer than the last 2 years, I think I'd say her too.
Has she only been 2 years?
She's only been 2 years. Olivia
Or, like,
Rodrigo's only
big 2
been
years.
like 4 years also.
How's Childish Gambino been doing?
He's been doing pretty good. I don't know if it's been his best 5 years.
Like since This Is America, I feel like I haven't heard about his music too much.
He has some really good
That's
music in
true.
between there. I don't know if it's reached that sort of like
Zeitgeist?
cultural zeitgeist that he got to with This Is America. I actually think some of my favorite songs have been afterwards though.
Yeah, Lithuania.
Yeah.
Man, rip fart buckle.
Yeah. That whole album had some really fun songs on it.
Are there any legacy artists, like really old artists that like have
Have
done,
had good runs.
like this year? I mean, or last 5 years.
That's like come back. Like,
or
into
just
popularity?
they did something like remember how Bowie in right before he died?
Bowie
released,
had
like-
a very prolific run right before he passed away. I can think of like the Strokes had a really good album, but they're not even old.
I mean, I like when I say old, I mean like a few decades.
I know.
So
I'm really trying to think.
like I
of
mean,
some.
Eminem, how's he been doing? He made Venom.
It's
I
been
did not
okay for
want it to Super
Eminem.
I did not like
Houdini?
Houdini.
I don't think
it was
Houdini was his
annoying.
best either.
I don't think it's a good song.
But some people liked it.
It's kind of like he's just trying too hard.
Was the Eminem and MGK beef during this past 5 years? I like that period of Eminem.
Oh, Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah, he was.
No, I know about that beef even.
Yeah, that was.
I think it was like a few years ago, maybe 4.
Yeah, maybe.
And I think I mentioned on his channel Kurosai, which is they made his remix of the beef, taking the best parts of like the beef and made it into like one song.
Oh, that's fun.
To the background of the song "Rain" from The Last Emperor.
Interesting.
With anime girls.
You said you were gonna pick another. You had another Japanese artist you wanted to pull too.
Yeah, so the other one would be Yoasobi.
Oh yeah.
You probably haven't heard anything about them, but I don't know if it's the song that blew them up, but the song that I found them was Yoru ni Kakeru, which is Running into the Night, and it's just such an amazing song. And they're like a band. And they've done a lot since that. They have so many anime intros. I feel like that's like the what's called like how to measure success in the Japanese.
How many anime? That's really funny.
They did an intro for Beastars. They did an intro for Freyren? No, they did an intro for Oshinoko.
Okay,
and that was a huge one.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that one too. You know what else is a couple more people who I remembered. Bruno Mars was one that we probably should have mentioned.
Right, yeah.
Lady Gaga, I don't know if we mentioned her already.
What has she done recently?
She did Die with a Smile, Abracadabra.
Tyler the Creator.
The
Joker.
Tyler the Creator actually might be my pick now that I think about it. But SZA, I'm standing by. And then Bad Bunny, which, I mean, you're not the biggest Bad Bunny fan, but he's had a prolific run.
I keep thinking that's a woman.
Peso Pluma better, bro.
Peso Pluma also deserves to be in this conversation. Yeah. Karol G.
Karol G, has she been doing a lot?
She's had a pretty prolific run.
Does Bob Dylan still make any music?
No, I don't. Not in the last 5 years.
If I mentioned a Mexican artist, I would go with Junior H. It's a lot of like sad, or like my favorite songs have been more like the sad ones.
Nice.
And I love that shit.
K-pop also has
really
New
Jeans.
New Jeans.
Blackpink. And they like had to rebrand.
Yeah.
To NJZ.
I didn't realize they rebranded actually.
Yeah, so with their label, they like had like problems with their label, and so they they still did like the same members. So.
They pulled a Prince.
What's Joji doing?
You know, I don't think he's done much
really since like Glimpse of Us. I don't think he's done that much.
Yeah,
I would go with. Oh no, never mind.
Okay.
I was just gonna say like baby metal. I don't know. I like baby metal.
Guys,
like
Pink Guy's been real quiet for a real time.
Pink Guy has been real quiet.
When's he gonna come back?
We're all waiting.
I never really watched Pink Guy.
Neither did I.
I didn't watch it. It was the song. In high school, that was just
making ramen.
Making ramen. You must have listened to that one.
No, I listened to it like after. I didn't know anything except for like the one where. It's not even him. It's like who's the one in the green suit? He's like
iDubbbz
jumps.
Oh, I think that is iDubbbz.
Yes. I didn't. Well, I was not subscribed to Filthy Frank. I didn't watch it, but I had a friend who showed me it, and it was the kind of thing where I couldn't willingly consume it on my own, but just having someone show me it, I'm like, dude, this is the best thing to be shown in gym class on a cell phone. Look at this. I'm like, why are they eating hair? I have a question for God.
Was that
what? I don't. You lost us a while ago.
Or maybe that was iDubbbz. You know what I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah, I know the clip. I didn't know if.
You'll edit it into the video.
No, I'm not doing that. Okay.
Good. You got another pick, K-Ha?
There's a channel on YouTube. It's independent. It's under 1,000 subscribers right now. It's called Jams by Jyesh, and it's badass. And I collaborate, and you should subscribe
to the moon.
Okay. I was about to be like, you're really about to call that, but maybe the last 5 years.
I mean, unlimited breadsticks.
You're so crazy. Right. I fucking love that song.
What's the what's the end credits or
credits.
I love credits.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I like that type of songs.
We have to film that video.
We do have to film that video.
For the one.
Video, yes. There might or might not be another song coming out. We should show you that after this, actually.
I saw a post recently. What was that?
That was a different thing. This is going to be a new thing that you're going to like. Anyway, I think that it's time for us to move on to our next topic, which is the draft, right? And this is going to be a fun topic because I thought about this while we were doing it. It's currently not that cold outside anymore, right? You could even say it's becoming the spring, which is why we are going to be drafting songs for the spring.
Songs for the spring.
Songs for the spring.
I'm ready right now.
You're ready right now?
I have mine right in. It's not even one you know.
You took off the headphones. You're ready.
I'm ready. I'm loaded. I'm ready.
Yeah. This is going to be very interesting too, because I feel like the spring means something different to all three of us. Because you're like the biggest spring guy I know. You're like the least spring guy I know.
Even though my birthday's in the
Even though your birthday, well, you're in the summer, but
that's summer.
Yeah.
That
no, actually, you're the spring. You're the spring.
That was a cat. I saw that cast like in progress.
Yeah,
I would have thought that.
I was mixing up the two of you. Actually, that's why. That's
another conversation we had right before this.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. And then I'm like spring. You know, like I could go either way.
Yeah, I think that's me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Me too. That's so me for real.
So yeah, you got one in mind. I'm gonna get the piece of paper and we'll do this. Entertain the people.
Break up.
Yo, hey, yo, 1935. Hey, nothing bad happened 1935. Yeah. Lose your houses, gotta survive in 1935. Yeah.
I don't know how to do
I got some red roses in my eardrums, and they're gonna fall out of the from. So don't cry for me, mommy.
Nice.
1935, 1936.
Great year.
I'm gonna eat myself a bar of Twix.
It really was a great year. Okay. So you have one.
Yeah.
Okay, hi.
I was considering saving it because I'm like, I know it's not one you guys are gonna think of, but I'm just gonna say it because I don't even have anything for the chamber for the other ones. How many are we doing? 5?
5 each.
Okay.
It's
poisoning pigeons in the park. Because it's Tom LaHare. I'm sure I must have mentioned him before. Fantastic satirist, also a math teacher.
You have told me about this.
Yeah, and he stopped making satire songs. When he was asked why, he said satire died when Henry Kissinger got the Nobel Peace Prize. So the song is Poisoning Pigeons in the Park, and it goes, spring is here, oh, spring is here. Life is Skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me. It makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when I'm poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison the pigeons in the park. We'll do them all away with laughter and merriment, except for the few we take home to experiment. And I'll spare you from the rest. But we could do a cover maybe sometime.
No.
And I sang that in high school. I think I sang that exact one. And a gym teacher, I think the one that you'd imagine being the funniest one to say this, said, where do you hear all these wacky songs?
Yeah, that
and I
checks
also
out.
sang it to a person I knew who was in Audubon Society because the song explicitly mentions the Audubon Society.
Great.
So that I think of that every time there's warm weather. I'm not even kidding. It's my warm weather song.
I get that. I get that.
And the day I want to be confined to an asylum is the day I'll be singing that in a Central Park while spreading breadcrumbs just to
Sooner than you think.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, okay. That was your first pick. Kai.
I won already.
And Miguel, what is your
I don't know
first
the
pick?
name of the song, but what's the song in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Which one? Mr. Blue Sky?
Yes.
Oh, I always consider that a summer song though.
I feel like it's actually more of a spring song.
No, you're right.
I feel like it's more of a spring song.
You're right. It should be more of a spring song.
I fucking love that song. I
do
know
too.
all the lore about it, but I want you to go first. I want you to go first.
I also have things to say about it.
It's like ramping up. It's like you're getting energy for like the year, you know?
Yes.
That's what spring's about, really. Yeah.
It really is.
It was in a thing other than Guardians of the Galaxy. It was in an ARG called 70 Broad, and you're already like, oh my God, he's going on with his hyperfixations.
I'm used to it at this point. My face couldn't contain it, but it's okay. I support it, even though I judged. I'm sorry.
I won't get into too much exactness, but an ARG by its definition is a piece of fiction that presents itself as reality. And the problem with this one is it's about a guy who is on the run from the police, and he's logging himself on YouTube. And the problem was it actually seemed so real that like people actually called the cops on him. And then he tried to implement that into the narrative, but then eventually it just didn't work out.
So Mr. Blue Sky.
Mr. Blue, he did it right.
Mr. Blue Sky is one of my favorite songs of all time. Studies have shown it is literally the happiest song of all time.
I can see that.
I buy it. I'm happy. I'm happy just thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
It was written by Jeff Lynne from Electric Light Orchestra, ELO. And when he was writing the song, he was in one of the worst songwriting slumps of his life. And he was just like, I don't know what to write about. He was feeling depressed. And then he looked out the window and it stopped raining and there was just a blue sky.
Wow.
That's literally the story of Mr. Blue Sky. It was him looking out the window and the sky was blue.
Made a banger.
He made a banger.
Yeah.
It's this genius song with movements, with orchestral elements. Mm-hmm. There's violin, there's synths, there's like a talk box effect on the vocals. There's so much. There's harmony. There's like operatic segments. It's one of the greatest songs of all time, in my honest opinion. And I think that was a fantastic pick. It wasn't what I was going to go for, but it's such a good pick, and I really respect it. So now it's my turn to pick. And I was going to go in a slightly different direction than both of you, actually. Because when I was thinking of spring music, I kind of go for like indie rock for the most part. That's where mine was kind of going. And I had a couple in mind in that sort of vein. The first one that came to mind is by the Backseat Lovers. And there's so many songs to choose from by the Backseat Lovers that could fit a spring kind of vibe. Like their album, When We Were Friends, is actually just like a perfect spring album. I think that I'm going to go for a song. I don't want to be basic, but I think that the one that I'm going to go for is Out of Tune.
Basic.
That's actually not the basic one. The basic one would have been Kill Be Girl.
I don't know any of these.
You've heard Kill Be Girl.
I'm sure I've heard a bunch of songs.
That she was 19, got a fake ID and a nose ring. Those kind of girls.
I like that song. I don't remember anything about it, but like,
yeah,
I've heard it before.
Yeah, this song is a song that I played a lot. It's called Out of Tune. It's just him like reminiscing about his time with like a high school band and like a girl who he liked who was in the band. And there's some great storytelling. There's some really visual details. And it just takes you through like the arc of their relationship. And for me, spring is a very introspective time. It's a very nostalgic time. And it's like exciting. It feels like the start of something new. So I think it's also fun to look back when you're also looking forward. And that's why Out of Tune is my pick. But I got a back-to-back pick.
All right.
And for my second pick, I am picking another kind of nostalgia choice, which is Unbelievers by Vampire Weekend. Vampire Weekend is another band who I think is like hardcore spring vibes. They're very upbeat indie rock, and they just sort of serve like the purpose of like the color green in my mind. Like when I'm thinking spring, I think green. When I think green, I think like this sort of vibe of music. Like Unbelievers, and like my shirt and like K-High shirt, which we definitely planned.
This guy didn't get the memo.
This guy didn't get the memo. What the fuck?
Wow,
So
Patrick's Day isn't for like a week.
you're so right. Unbelievers. It's this really fun song about like, kind of just being different from everyone else and just like standing out and that sort of thing. And the relationship between two people who are sort of outcasts. So those are my two picks. It's Out of Tune and Unbelievers. And Miguel, it is back to you.
There's this one song I'm trying to think of. I just can't get the name right now, but for now I'll go with my third pick, which is it's called Gunjo by Yoasobi. Yeah, it's this song based off this manga or anime of this guy like just learning how to draw, how to paint. And it's like it's such an uplifting song, and it talks about like being yourself and like stop like trying to repress like your true feelings, I guess.
I love that.
And it's got such a good like uplifting. At the end, it's also got like a like a choir type of thing.
Yeah,
like trying to like encourage you. And it's such a great song. We should listen to it.
Okay, I'm excited. I've never heard that one. All right, Gunjo.
If it was summer, it would be a lot easier because there's so many songs I associate with running in the summer.
Agreed.
But spring, I'm not even sure which memories of mine are songs I enjoyed in the spring versus songs I enjoyed, like could be late spring.
It's a bit of a blurred line between what is spring and what is summer.
May, honestly, like this May especially felt, the past May I meant, felt like summer.
Yes. But right now we're in March and it almost still feels like winter.
Yeah, it feels like fall, to be honest.
I don't know if I'm getting that.
I'm just from the temperature vibe, but the smells are getting springy, which I like. Yeah. So according to my little hand, which I wrote all my possible options on.
I like that.
I don't know if they can see it from there.
There's no way.
There's a few options. This is one I wasn't even introduced to in the spring, but I just get a very hopeful feeling from it. And spring seems like such a hopeful time. Like I find fall to kind of be a melancholy time and winter to be a very like intensely then dark time. So spring is a very hopeful time, and it's going to be the Skyward Sword theme.
Oh, Ballad of the Goddess.
Yeah, which is weird because I got that game in, I believe, on Christmas in 2011 or 12. I got it in middle school, and but I play it months apart because those Silent Realm missions were terrifying, and I still haven't beaten the final boss. I got to the final boss, and it just was like, I think the nunchuck died, so I just never ended up beating it. And last time I played it was freshman year of high school.
Oh, wow. Our mutual friend helped me beat that game.
Who?
Zucchini.
Hook me up with him. But I need to, for a video game. But
of course, for the video game.
For the video game.
It's such an invention.
I'll tell if you said that.
I also, I actually have no clue who you mean by Zucchini too. God, I have no idea what I was saying.
Can I quickly say
Game
something?
Explain would use it in their videos about Hyrule Warriors.
I get very nostalgic about that too.
That is specific thing with Game Explain.
With Game Explain,
right?
Shout out to Game Explain. Although maybe not, because there've been some controversies.
Yeah,
there was a whole
like labor thing.
Oh, yeah.
I heard they got hacked recently.
They did get hacked.
Yeah,
they got hacked very recently. I still watch them.
I don't watch them anymore.
I get like the discussions before the directs that I watch.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they still do those?
I think so.
Isn't there like one guy now?
No, he hired more guys.
Okay. Okay.
Can I say a quick thing?
Yeah.
I love Ballad of the Goddess. I think it's a genius song. I love the way it was composed, by reversing
Lullaby.
Zelda's Lullaby.
We've talked about it before here.
I don't know if it's the best spring song from Skyward Sword. I actually think the Skyloft theme is a better.
Oh, that is good. Are you going to take that?
No. But
I'm not going to take it out of. I'm going to stick with mine.
Yeah,
because I like my songs to have oomph in them.
I respect it.
I think I've had enough. Someone else goes.
Well, you have another pick.
One more pick.
Oh, I have one more pick. Oh, golly. Golly.
Skyloft song. Skyloft theme.
Skyloft theme.
I think I do have another Zelda song here. I'm not going to do it because I already have one.
No, that's fair.
I was going to be the Spirit Tracks theme. Like the one I always say I want to play whenever we get on a train together.
Yes, and I don't know if you have.
I have once.
Okay.
Yes. I remember you played it once, and like the guy sitting on the seat like next to you was just staring at you.
Yeah. Okay, this is one that I guess this song just it is gonna sound weird, but some songs just feel warm to me. Like
No, that makes
Madonna's "Like a Prayer" feels warm to me.
Nope. It's all
don't.
good. Keep going,
We're
keep
moving
going,
on.
keep going.
And
Is that
like
your pick?
Pinkerton feels warm to me because that was when I started running ages and ages and ages ago on an iPod Nano, a green iPod Nano I got from a Walmart in the Midwest. I loaded up with a bunch of songs from a person I knew. I knew
Illegally?
No, it was someone I knew. iTunes knew iTunes. I just don't want to say who.
Do you have a pick?
I Saw the Sign.
Oh, by Ace of Base.
Yeah, and I actually heard of that song because of another ARG called Pet Ska.
So, okay,
Really?
hold on. It's
Think
really
that's
funny. I heard that song from the movie that Steve and I were trying to get you to watch, Pitch Perfect.
Oh.
There's like an iconic scene in Pitch Perfect where that song plays.
I'll watch Pitch Perfect if you watch Pet Ska.
I don't know if I'm going to promise
don't do
that.
that, no.
But I actually think you'd really like Pitch Perfect. I told you that last time.
Maybe I'll check it out. But yeah, that's a good song.
That is a great song. I saw it used in no, there was a different Ace of Base song used in X-Men 97. That was like almost used in like a horror way, actually.
Again, it's a hopeful song.
I saw the signs and it opened up my eyes. I love that pick. I get like spring vibes from that too. I'm imagining driving to all these songs. We should make this a playlist. That would be a great playlist.
Mm-hmm. Skyward Sword.
You know, it'll work. It'll work. All right, Miguel.
All right, cut this out maybe real quick.
I could cut that out.
Because I'm trying to think.
So we're going to cut all this out so I can just say anything, right?
Yeah, say all the slurs you want.
Salt.
Funk. Oh, pop.
Whoa.
Cut. This one.
Oh,
my
I love
finger.
that song.
This one. All right,
Daylight,
put it
right?
back in.
Okay, what's the song?
All right, so my next pick is Daylight by Matt and Kim.
I love that song.
I learned about this song in the locker room back in high school from one of our classmates. I don't know if I should say his name, but Steve knows him. And then it's such a great song. And I used to listen to it like all the time back in high school. And but then I stopped listening to it. But then I watched Community, and they use it in Community.
They do.
Yeah.
I love that song too.
Yeah, it's such a great song.
Matt and Kim, just really good vibes.
I don't know anything out there, but I don't know anything else. But Daylight, it's just it's one of those songs from high school, I guess.
That's fair. I think that is a really good pick. It's one that as soon as I heard you play it, I was like, oh, I wish I picked that.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because I think that I've got a couple of picks coming up that I'm pretty happy with. So I even wrote them down so I don't forget. K-High Style. Now, for my third overall pick, this is another song that is in the happiest songs of all time category. It is the Beatles' Here Comes the Sun. Yeah.
Basic. All right.
That's a basic pick. I'm not going to lie. But it's basic because it works. It's the most springy song that has ever sprung.
Yeah, it's like spring incarnate.
It really is. And it's peaceful, but it's also upbeat. It's exciting, but it's also not too exciting. It's wholesome. And I think that it's really the Beatles' magnum opus. I think George Harrison played a large part in the writing of that one, and it shows because George Harrison is just a very wholesome, and spiritual figure in the Beatles' sort of discography, and I think that it's really set itself apart.
Can you say a few lyrics from it?
Here comes the sun, do 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 do.
Oh,
Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Little darling, it's been a long, long, lonely winter.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. So now I have another pick.
Mm-hmm. Hit it.
We are going with Kids by MGMT.
MGMT is in
I thought you were
the.
talking about like kicks.
No. This is the song that goes like.
Sorry, I was. Wait. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did MGMT? Are they the same? Wait. Who did Little Dark Age?
I don't know.
What else did
MGMT gives big spring vibes. They get big college vibes because they were like a band
I
that
agree.
founded when they were two guys together just performing in college. There's even videos of them doing this song like at a show at their university. And I think that it's that nostalgia. It's that like forward but backwards type of thing. It's upbeat. It's exciting. It's also like it takes you on a journey. The solos are incredible. This is a very synthy song, but it doesn't feel synthy because it's like very bright and every sound is very like intentional, and it really serves this like warm and soft kind of vibe. So those are my two picks there. Here Comes the Sun and Kids by MGMT.
So who's now?
It is Miguel.
My next song is gonna be
We're good.
my next song will be Kawaki o Ameku by Minami, and it's from an anime.
Really? Sorry.
It's from an anime.
Do you know this song?
No, I just heard Japanese names like from an anime. No.
It's from what they call a dumpster fire anime, right? The plot is this guy. All right, this guy basically is in a love triangle with his stepsisters. It happens. One is a teacher.
Okay.
And the other one's just a girl.
You know, I have a conversation. You need to meet this guy I've told you about that lives in a place that's not here, and I talk on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
Because every time I talk to them about anime all the time, and it's always like, okay, so I know you hate this trope, but like, he lives with his two aunts and his two step aunts or something, and I'm like, shut up. I don't.
So what makes you think the song is like very spring?
All right, because honestly, this is like one of my favorite openings of any anime, song, especially the song and the visuals for the opening. And it's such a tragedy that it's because of this trash ass. It's not even like a good anime. It's not even like good, like written well, but it's just such an amazing song. It's about rainy. It's like a rainy time song.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that for rain.
Yeah, it's about.
I could see rain.
It's
April
this,
showers bring May flowers.
Yeah, so it's got like a tone of like sadness with all the rain, but eventually in the end, it's about like continuing of a day after it'll be all right.
Yeah, I used to get very sad. I used to get very sad in the month of May back when we were in school.
Yeah, because it was my birthday.
Yeah, because it was your birthday.
Yeah.
But now I've just dealt with it.
So wait, I'm sorry, May though. But May that is very interesting.
Because
Why?
it was the end of the school year.
Yeah, I don't know. It would just feel like a slump.
The end of the school year, I got this like this feeling like I'm a prisoner who's about to get out, and I was always like, I could just bolt out that door.
See, but that was me in June, never me in May.
So why May made you bad?
I don't know. It just always felt long, and it was never really my thing.
That's so interesting. May's when I had.
I guess I also had allergies, and I had
that'll do it.
Stress of like finals.
Imagine having allergies.
Yeah, it also does.
Yeah,
that's gross.
Although in college, I think that also changed because the college school year ended earlier too.
Yeah, in college, I got out in May.
Yeah,
and then when I came back,
you came out in May.
What? Okay. Anyways, let's keep going.
Okay, that's cool. What's the name of it again?
Kawaki o Ameku.
Ameku.
Okay. My hand is expanded.
Yes, you have a back-to-back. These are your last two.
Oh, sweet. I get two. Okay. So I was considering two from Simon and Garfunkel.
That's a great choice.
One was Mrs. Robinson.
I think that's a great choice.
Or the other was, I just want to talk about both of them because I'm only going to choose one.
Yeah.
The other one was Feeling Groovy.
Yes, the 59th Street Bridge song.
Yes. Now, Feeling Groovy is a very important song to me because whenever I done something stressful. Like in college, I just finished a test, finished all my work. I have a weekend to myself. I play that song like, slow down, you move too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Oh, kicking around the cobblestone, looking for one and feeling groovy. See, my mom actually introduced me to that song. Feeling groovy. And you're just like white people, right?
I am just like white people.
I read it right.
I'm the same as white people.
Just like the white people.
I'm just like the white people.
Now,
That's what you said.
It's just a grammar.
You're just like white people.
Yeah, I am just like white people.
Do we cut that out?
It's almost like
Was that
so
too far
funny.
from
No,
me?
it's so funny.
I would like to apologize to everyone everywhere.
It was so funny.
I'm Hispanic too.
Okay.
You should have been like Miguel's just like white people. You see, you have a comma. It's about grammar.
So wait, can I tell you the lore for me about that song?
I didn't finish my lore.
Well, I'll be quick. That's a song that my sister heard while she was getting her wisdom teeth out, and that's why I was associated with it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You purposefully played that?
No, she was just listening to her iPhone.
Their own thing. I thought you meant the dentist is pulling out the tooth, having them hopped up on whatever they do.
Well, I mean, they did play calming music when I got
that is the most calming song I can think of.
I think it's up there.
So my mom showed it to me, and I'm forever grateful because it's my reward song, or it's just a calming song. But I prefer it as a reward song where I'm like because after I do a test, well, I mean, I haven't done tests in a minute, but
So you're saying like reward song as if you're like a dog.
But I don't know. No, I mean, like, hey, listen, I'm still wired up after I do something anxious that I needed to do, and it's finally done. Like my body doesn't.
Pavloved?
Yes, my body doesn't know it's done yet, so I need the song to let me know I can rest. And in college, when I'd go like literally at times like nearly 48 hours without sleeping to get all my papers done, listening to that song was a real treat once I was done.
Can we talk about Mrs. Robinson now too?
Oh, that's the one I'm actually choosing.
Oh, that
because you have two choices.
No, I'm not choosing.
For the fourth one, you're picking Mrs. Robinson.
I just only wanted to pick one Simon Garfunkel. And hello, it's of course you know the movie it was from, right? The Graduate.
Yes, that's right.
I'm not going to get into that.
There's some lore there, but
we don't need to get into that.
Wake up.
Grab her brush and put her little makeup.
Sorry. Well, to be fair, that's something telling me to take things that I need to live.
So, I will say this. I think Mrs. Robinson is just a really happy song that I really love.
That's what I feel like you need in spring.
Oh, won't you please, Mrs. Robinson?
Jesus loves you more than you can know. Oh.
Yeah, if
Can we cover that?
Well, I was gonna say I've thought about I thought about us covering the 59th Street Bridge song before.
I would do either. I love both of those songs to death. Yeah,
cool.
Like it's a plan.
Okay, so
I think you really do good on the guitar for both of those. Actually,
sounds good. What are the band?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I got to think of the last one.
You got to think of the last one. You can do both Feeling Groovy and Mrs. Robinson. I actually think that would be great.
Okay, you know what? I'll do that as my fallback. Okay. What the fucking? Oh, that's theme. It looked like Tarm. What is this? Oh, I feel like I need one that's not happy now because I have so many.
You already have Poisoning Pigeons in the Park.
That one's awesome. It's about a man doing what he's born to do. But let me see. I have a few options, and I'm just going to go through. I'm just going to read them.
I hope the microphone picked up your hiccup.
Yeah. I gotta tell them my hiccup tips and tricks.
Oh yeah.
The fuck is did I drawn sow?
I don't have my glasses on. It looks like a maze. It looks like hair.
Just reading my hand. No,
it looks like you have a hairy like back of your hand.
Yeah.
Do you show?
Do you believe in magic?
No, not that one. I associate that one with Pyro from TF2.
The song that I just mentioned.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl? Yeah, you never saw that video from?
No.
Okay, look, Meet the Pyro.
I love that song though.
Mr. Robertson. Okay, well, you know that song. At first, I was afraid. I was petrified. I can't believe I forgot the name.
I heard that yesterday.
I sang that.
I think it's "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor.
Yeah, but it feels too summery. That's what I mean about it. It feels
Does
too
it feel
hot.
summery? I don't really associate it with the season.
There's some I do. I associate it with
anything. I feel like it's fall.
I kind of am getting that a little bit.
That's interesting. I would associate with the hot season. What the hell did I write here?
So you're back
From outer space, just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. That's another one I'd love to cover if you'd ever want to.
Made you leave again. I don't know, just one second. You've been back here.
Another one I'm thinking of is and this is going to sound nuts because it's Simon Garfunkel adjacent. Well, it is Simon Garfunkel, but covered is Disturbed's Sound of Silence.
Disturbed Sound of Silence. Interesting.
I'm going to say that. It just feels right. I don't know why. It just feels like cloudy, stormy day.
A Chance of Meatballs.
Got even a Chance of Meatballs.
You know, I had that movie on the PSP.
Really? Wow. I never even had a PSP. I had a PSP emulator.
Missing out.
I always wanted a PS Vita, but I never got one. Because I wanted to play Gravity Rush.
Oh, yeah. I want to play Gravity Rush.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe I didn't play that.
I think Sound of Silence is a fun pick.
Okay. But
I will say
specifically.
Yeah, I got you.
The other one does
not my favorite song.
Do you mean in general?
In general.
I love sad songs. I don't mention them too much here.
Depression.
One of them is called Jumper.
No, that's a fun song.
that is a fun. Wait, what is
we
that?
We covered that song.
Wait, let me
it's never, Third Eye Blind.
You know, I listened to that on a field trip we were on together. And
we covered the Jumper.
Wish you would step back.
That was one of the first videos.
You know what? Did. Let's do Jumper. That feels better because that's like. Let's do Jumper, man.
I don't even.
No, I was thinking of a different one. I was thinking of My Legs Are Dangling Off. I mean, I want to do Jumper.
You've said that song a couple times now, and I don't know what it is.
I cannot remember. I'll play it for you at some point.
It's I don't know, but I feel like
you've heard that one. My legs are dangling off the edge. My ball full of pills didn't work again. Okay, I don't want to get rid of. Okay, who's next?
It is Miguel for his last pick.
Yeah, what was your last pick that you just said?
Kids by MGMT.
All right, you said Kids, so then I thought of Kicks, right?
Yeah.
Is that
oh, I see where you're going. Okay. It's not.
Is that the name of the song, right? With the
all
school,
the other
right?
kids with their pumped up.
It's pumped up kids.
That song is so good, but as an adult, it feels wrong to like say that.
I don't think so. We're adults. We're mature. We can say that a song was well made.
No, yeah, but like I'm saying, like as a kid, it's like I'm the one in danger. So like it feels less bad to make a song to sing that song. But as an adult, it's
you can't be like singing
sad.
Around out loud.
Foster the People is a fantastic group, and their music does give me kind of spring vibes. So I think if that's your pick,
I was saying this is relating to my pick because it's like a meme.
Okay,
and so I'm going with Counting Stars.
Oh,
Counting Stars.
Counting Stars.
Wait, which one is that?
No, Shooting Stars.
That's what I was hoping you'd
Shooting
say.
Stars.
But is that?
Can I say I want to cover that song on this channel?
Wait. If you cover it, can we do a video which is just me flying in the fucking space?
Yes, please.
Hell yeah.
The breakdown of that song is so good. Not enough people get that deep into the song.
That's probably like one of the best memes ever.
I'm in love with the shooting star.
This video has spoilers for Twin Peaks. But if you've watched Twin Peaks season 3, search up Twin Peaks Shooting Stars.
Is that a thing?
I think you might even be able to figure out which scene they did.
I can probably think of a couple.
Yeah,
that's such a good pick.
I just have to say
that feels like a real spring song.
Actually, I think I agree. But I have to make a last comment about Foster People. In college, someone kept playing it on the cafeteria on like the playlist that like you could contribute
Pumped
to.
Up Kicks.
Every day.
That's a little creepy.
Every day. And I'm like, dude, I could leave or I could finish the 20 or like 15 chicken nuggets I grabbed.
Yeah. Welcome to America.
This is America.
So, okay. One more thing I want to say about Foster the People too is they have a song called Sit Next to Me. That is the favorite song of our friend, Guy in a Gorilla Mask. So yeah, fun little detail there. Now,
rest in peace, Harambe.
For my last pick, I've got a couple that I was deciding between, but the one that I'm going to go with, I think is like a kind of real closer. And you guys know it's kind of like my go-to closing song.
Closing time.
It's not closing time. I thought about closing time, but I'm actually going to do
it's like a
Tonight by Fun, which is Tonight. Oh, wait, no, it's We Are Young by Fun. Excuse me.
That's the one that goes, tonight,
No.
all
No.
plunder heaven blind and steal from all the gods tonight. No,
So
not that one.
it's the one's like, We Are Young.
Oh, that is a good one, yeah.
Nightman.
So I set the world on fire. I get real spring vibes from that, but I get like late spring vibes from that, like end of spring.
It's like you're at a beach and it's like sunsetting or something.
Yeah, I could see that. Or it's like sunset is a great analogy. I think it feels like the sun is setting.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. There was a bar I used to go to in college, and every time the bar would close, they would play that song and people would belt it at the top of their lungs. Then it was just so much fun. Like some of my favorite.
Such a good closing song.
It really is. It really is.
Got the people happy to leave.
Yeah. And then it ends with like, so if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll
That's part of the song.
You home.
I guess I never got that far into it. Oh, no, maybe.
That's so good.
It's so good, right?
Is that everyone? Is that all of our...
That's all of our picks. Do you got any other ones that you wanted to mention? I got a couple. Mac Miller, I feel like, could have been on this list somewhere, whether it's Senior Skip Day, The Spins, even like What's the Use? Just so many different Mac Miller songs feel like spring songs.
That's true, yeah.
Does Journey feel like a spring song? I feel like it's something they'd play at a high school.
Don't Stop Believing?
Yeah,
I can kind of get that. I can kind of get that. The line between a spring song and a summer song is tricky.
Do you consider?
I feel like
that's why I went with like the rainy one.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Do you consider June spring or summer?
I get summer.
If you have a school memory in June, are you thinking it's summertime?
I'm thinking it's summertime.
What? That's summer, like the month?
Well, I mean, summer only begins at the end of June.
Correct.
But that's very technical, because
but it feels like all of June is summer.
Because winter begins at the end of December.
Yeah.
Spring begins at the end of March. But
it was
we're
hard
already
not to
doing
pick anything with a beach, because beach is just summer to me.
Yeah.
Right? So I was deliberate about like avoiding beach stuff.
Like I said, if this was, but I was so glad when you said spring, because I gotta tell you that Poisoning Pigeons in the Park theme is every time. Like today, I was thinking of it.
Yeah, you know what else?
Not that I'd ever heard a bird. I love birds.
You know what else I was kind of thinking of? The Shrek soundtracks, like
Accidentally in Love.
Accidentally in Love.
That's
All Star, Hero.
All three
feel
summary
like
for me.
All Star summary for you.
Maybe it's because it has the word star in it.
I just feel like Shrek is a spring movie.
Funny, I think summer. Accidentally in Love. Well, it's
Accidentally in Love specifically feels like a spring song.
I actually, now that I'm thinking of it,
I'm a Believer feels like a spring song.
Wow, I can't believe there's three. Like, how many good songs are in Shrek?
The Shrek soundtrack is
What about
incredible.
Hallelujah?
No.
Is that because it has like? Does that feel almost wintry?
I feel winter.
Yeah, because it has like Christian themes and stuff. And like,
I guess so.
Wait, is it Christian? Wait, is Hallelujah a thing in like other religions?
Like Catholicism?
I don't know.
No, I mean, like also in Judaism and stuff. Or
yes, actually.
Okay, then it's not just a Christian thing.
Yeah, I will say I got some Earth, Wind, and Fire vibes, but not September. I was thinking like Let's Groove or like Shining Star. I was thinking of Everyday People. That's one that I mentioned on this podcast before. Just like sort of vintage is another thing that it made me feel. But yeah, that's our spring draft. Yeah, what were you thinking?
I forgot. I was gonna mention this, but I forgot because Lit from Silent Voice.
Oh, that's a good pick too. I was thinking of Kirby music. Feels kind of some springy to me.
Feels maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Some Mario music feels springy to me too. But like the new Super Mario Bros. Music, I think.
Bop, bop, bop. But see, I played that in the summer at
see, that's so interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, but I agree. I think that's either springy or folly, not wintry.
Yeah.
Bop, bop, bop. What about Breath of the Wild? Does that give you a season?
I get spring also.
Did you play it in spring?
Yes.
Last segment, I'm going to put a vote in the comments. What would you rather be? Would you rather...
No, we're not doing this. Are we doing this? Is this happening?
I feel like it is happening.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you say it? Because you brought it into the world.
Okay. Internet, let me know. Would you rather be a penguin the fourth Thursday of every month in perpetuity for an hour? Or would you rather be a hot dog every third Thursday for 30 minutes? You don't get to choose the hour. In perpetuity. You don't get to choose the hour. You don't get to choose the minutes. It's always 30 minutes for a hot dog, an hour for a penguin. And it's just spontaneously in whatever location you are. You don't...
I think that's enough. I think they have enough details. We shouldn't.
Okay.
Let
us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments.
This has been a big argument. Really just with me and the rest of our friend group.
The entire rest.
Everyone is against me.
Imagine being so wrong that everyone turns on you.
Anyway. Like certain people. Anyway.
Madonna?
Like Madonna.
Okay, let's keep going. Okay.
Anyway, that was all for today's podcast. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, I'm Jyesh.
K.I.
Miguel.
Yeah, we got my girl.
My girl.
I hope you all enjoyed. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.